5 reasons why you are not ready to have this surgery. One, you dread the liver shrinking diet. Now, it depends on what program you're with. Some doctors don't require the pre-op diet, while others require it for a month or so. If you dread this portion of your journey, you will never get through it. It is hard, the pre-op diet, but it's not the hardest thing that you're going to do with surgery, pre or post-op. All right. So the liver shrinking diet, generally speaking, consists of your first liquid phase of your diet. Now, the liquid phase of your diet for me, at least it was, I needed to have clear liquids and I could have 1 protein bar a day for 1 week before my surgery. And that is to make it so that your liver shrinks down to a size where you're not in danger of your surgeon cutting into it during your surgery, okay? Super, super, super important to stick to this liver shrinking diet. You don't want to get into surgery and have your surgeon open you up and your liver is the same size that it was before your surgery and them saying, sorry, we can't do surgery today, go back and try again later, okay? So, liver shrinking diet, your pre-op diet, super important. If you're dreading it, I get it, but be strong. It's important and you can do it if this is truly the lifestyle that you want and if this is truly the journey that you're seeking. Number 2, you are worried about the scars that will be on your stomach after surgery. I totally get it. However, most surgeries are microscopic, right? So they go in and they do these little, I mean, this is even too big, little itty bitty incisions and go into your stomach. A lot of times I believe it's 5 or 6. I had 5. And they go into your stomach and they do the surgery and then they close you back up. Teeny tiny scars. Yes, there will be scars. It is major surgery. And there is the potential of after they open you up that they can't do it microscopically and they have to actually cut you open. Those are the risks going into this surgery. We ate ourselves fat. There's a reason why we are here. There's a reason why this surgery is the one that we decided to take. There's a reason why we went to this step where we're going to this length, right? Other things just simply haven't worked for us before. We are at the point in our lives where if this surgery doesn't work, we are going to stay where we are. Don't let a scar get in your way. I don't know about you, but I have plenty of stretch marks all over my stomach. I doubt the scars will be something that I'll be focusing on. Number 3. You're worried about loose skin, hair falling out, losing your butt, or losing your boobs. Do not have this surgery if those are your biggest fears about this surgery. Nobody can guarantee that none of that will happen. The amount of loose skin that you have will depend greatly on, 1, genetics, right? So your genetic predisposition of your skin elasticity going back to where it was. Age has a lot to do with that too, because as we get older, our skin elasticity is not as wonderful as it was when we were in our teens. How large you are when you have this surgery, how much you have to lose, plays a big role in how much skin you will have. Now, I am almost at the 100-pound loss mark. I do not have a ton of loose skin, but I do have loose skin. I am just shy of 40. Let's see. 9 months away. Anyways, and so my skin elasticity isn't what it would have been 10 years ago or 20 years ago. So I take supplements, I take collagen, I take biotin, I take all the supplements, I use all the creams. However, most of that is just a placebo. It is what it is. I don't think I'm gonna have surgery to correct my loose skin. Some people do, and that is certainly an option. Just keep in mind, your insurance, unless there is a medical need for your skin removal, most likely will not cover that for you. So if skin, hair, butt, or boobs is a big issue for you, you are not ready for this surgery. Hair loss, again, that is a lot to do with genetics, okay? So I took my vitamins, I did my collagen, I did my biotin, I did all of the shampoos, and I still lost hair. Now I have pretty thick hair, I have a lot of hair. And so I lost a lot of hair and I could tell the thinning, but nobody else could. Now I have seen photos of people who start with thin hair and their hair gets even thinner. They lose hair. However, it's short-lived. It only lasts a few months. There are a lot of different things you can do, different hairstyles. You can do a wig if it really freaks you out. But if hair loss is an issue for you, do not have this surgery, okay? Number 4, if you have not solved the issue of your mindset and why you eat the way you do and why perhaps you're not exercising, maybe you're down in the dumps, maybe you have the blues or depression, or maybe like me, you're addicted to food. If you have not solved this piece yet, you are not ready for this surgery, okay? You have to get to the root cause of what made you this way before you will be successful in this surgery. I truly believe that it all starts with your mindset. And it's not one day deciding, yes, this is right for me. It's actually going out and seeking professional help in getting the right mindset. Get professional help, even if it's just one session with somebody. Maybe it's a coach, maybe it's a mentor, maybe it's a psychologist or a psychiatrist, maybe it's a hypnotist, whatever. Go talk to somebody who is not a friend of yours. Let them help you get to the root cause of why you are where you are. Now, some people, it might be a genetic disposition or a chemical imbalance or what have you is why you are why you are large and why you think that this surgery is right for you. I still believe that there's a mental piece in that. And then if you don't get your mental piece right, this surgery won't be right for you. And maybe your mental piece is just preparing for the reality of the surgery, the types of foods that you will be eating in those first 6 to 8 weeks, and then the types of foods that you will be eating beyond that. Now, if you have a gastric bypass versus a vertical sleeve gastrectomy, there are different foods that your body may not be able to tolerate in one surgery versus the other. However, you won't know what those foods are until you actually eat them after surgery, okay? Think about dumping syndrome. I've talked about it in my other videos. It can be very painful and it can be very unpleasant. So those are some other mental pieces. Mentally prepare for this surgery, okay? It's not a fix-all, be-all. You have to do work in order for it to work for you. Which brings me to number 5. If you are viewing this surgery as a miracle cure or something that you go in and you do, and once you're healed, miraculously you've lost all your weight, you are not ready for this surgery. This surgery is a tool, all right? And like with any tool, if you do not use it correctly, you will break it. There are plenty of people who have had bariatric surgery, been very successful, lost a lot of weight, and then they got comfortable again, all right? That goes back to that mind piece. They get comfortable again. They start eating all the things. They stop using the tool. They stop exercising to be fit, and they gain all their weight back. And then they're back at ground zero thinking, okay, this didn't work. Well, it did work. You just weren't quite ready for it. And that's okay. If you're not ready for it, give it some time. This is a really big decision. You have to be ready for it. It isn't like, I don't know. It isn't like other surgeries where, yes, you're altering your body and it's a complete fix. Like for instance, if you are having back pain and you need a disc replaced and you get a disc replaced and it fixes your back pain, there isn't a lot more that you have to do to work that new disc tool. However, when you have bariatric surgery, when you have your stomach removed, when you have your stomach rerouted, it is a tool that you need to work with. You need to be mentally prepared. You need to be able to eat the types of foods that your new body will tolerate, the high protein, the 60 plus ounces of water a day, taking your vitamins every day for the rest of your life. You have to be mentally prepared, and you have to be ready to use this tool the way it's intended. It is not a miracle cure. There will be some work, but if I can do it, I know you can do it. And maybe you're not ready today. Maybe you need to do some more research, right? I spent about 1.5 years researching this. So maybe you need to do some more research. Maybe you need to do more video watching on YouTube of other people who have gone through this process. But if you don't have those 5 things, right, you will not be successful. There will be scarring. There will be loose skin. How much depends on you and your genetics, right? There will be hair loss, maybe a little bit, maybe a lot, but it doesn't last forever. It is only a tool, okay? You have to be ready to work it. So if you're ready, then by all means, go through the process, go through the procedure, go through all of the things to get the surgery done. However, if you are not ready mentally and physically, you should not have this surgery yet. Do more research. Be ready. Make sure that you are ready for success before you take that big step, okay? All right. Thank you for watching. I would really, really, really love it if you would hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on those notifications because I'm back and I'd love to talk to you some more.